And we're now live. How's it going, guys? How's your Tuesday? Welcome to Rascal Comedy. I'm your host, Jack McKenna. It's great to be here in my room. You, sir, come here often? No, that's okay. That's fine. So the virus is officially over. People are walking around. Pubs opened up yesterday. Scientists have said that they've created a new kind of like a physio. I think it's called retail therapy, because people are just kind of walking into shops, not really caring if there's a virus. Oh, don't worry, I got these jeans for sale. I got them 50% off, you know. What gets me is the fact that you have to queue 2 meters outside in the rain, outside Tesco. But once you're inside, it's a German-fested free-for-all. Everyone's just like touching each other, licking the walls, rubbing everything. They don't care. They're like, what pandemic? You know, and Penny's opened up 2 weeks ago. That's the big behemoth of Irish retail. You know, that means the people of Ireland can go back to buying the essentials. You know, underpants, socks, and other cheap plastics. But Penny's reassured their customers that all their staff had been sanitized the traditional Irish way, out the back, up against a wall with a power washer. I'm only messing. I don't know if they treat their staff well, you know. I mean, I think it's a bit mean that they called their business for what they paid them. Penny. Somebody called me. And, you know, we're going into these shops. Shopping is stressful. Have you ever walked into a shop and another customer thought you worked there? Like, I went into an establishment recently, and this guy was really pushy. Don't know what it was. Maybe it was what I was wearing. But he wanted my service. So I just hope they gave 5 stars to that brothel. I'm just saying. Okay, that was me. End strong. That was me. Let's see the comedians. Also, I'm using my phone for the first time. So if you see a bit of... Okay, here we go. Hey, guys.
Hey, what's up?
How's it going? How we doing? How's lockdown treating you?
As well as it can, you know. Glad everything's gonna be over. I drank in the middle of the day today for the first time. I got drunk at like noon. It was great.
All right. And you weren't doing that during lockdown?
My bosses might be watching, so no, of course not.
No. Neither was I. So yeah, welcome to the show, guys. It's good to. It's funny seeing like everybody with their headsets on and their you know, their sitting room in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, let's start the show off with Gary. Gary, how are you?
I'm okay, thanks. Yeah. I haven't really had a lockdown because I've been working this whole time, and I'm looking at people posting on Facebook going, "Oh, lockdown's terrible. Stuck in the house all day." But when you're going to work every day, you actually feel like you're living in a parallel universe to people. Like all the conversation is about all this stuff where you're just in work every day, and everybody in work is in work every day. So it feels like there's just 2 different societies here: lockdown and important people. Like,
and the essentials. What's your job?
I work in a FedEx Express. So we've been pretty busy. We've been savage really. I mean, this COVID thing actually has been great for us. We're delighted.
Hey, because you're making more of the moolah.
Yeah, they say they're not, but they must be. It's all about. It's been face masks, ventilators, and dildos that's kept us going.
So are you working with Ann Summers very closely?
It's the entire Southeast Asian rubber forest down. But yeah, so people have needed something to distract themselves, and they've been getting it.
Yeah, with their deliveries, online shopping. And so Gary, when you're not working through a pandemic, you've got a nice improv group. What are they called?
Yeah, we're called Laughter Lines Dublin on Facebook. We in the old days, about in 1978, which is what this feels like, we perform every Wednesday in the Duke pub on Duke Street, which is just on Grafton Street. So we've been doing a couple of online sketches that they've been going okay. That's been a bit of fun. And for last Thursday, for the first time since I guess the start of March, we all met up in Merrion Square Park and drank for a couple of hours. That was terrific. That was great fun. So we're actually going mad to get back into it now. So next few weeks, trust if people don't start getting sick again, we'll be back in action.
Would you ever do an improv in the park with a few cans, maybe?
Actually, that's not a bad idea. I think that would be that'd be quite a good thing to do. Actually, that's a
great.
good idea. I might take that back to the.
You can have that. You can have that for free.
Oh, don't do that. Your name won't be mentioned.
No. Maybe people be afraid, like these, like just I don't know, these crazy bohemians are just acting out some scenes, and people,
but
you know, like when people are busting.
There's so many people there, like, and it was a gorgeous evening. There's so many people there. I think you just pitch up your tent in the middle of the field, and you just end up people would gravitate over, and you'd have a show. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Gary, you might have a competition for some shows, because every time I go to St. Stephen's Green, there's always like one really drunk guy going around talking to people. He's entertaining, so I don't know.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry.
He's doing his own improv show. Yeah, what have I just done? He's doing his own one-man show, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you brought that to
all right, Gary, are you ready to hit the stage?
The BBC.
Yeah. Are you ready to hit the stage and do a minute of material?
Oh, a whole minute? God.
A minute-ish.
Well, you know what? It's what I am dreading is going to Edinburgh next year, actually, and I think every second show will be somebody's personal take on lockdown. I think we as a comedy community, which we were until last Friday week, needs to actually speak. Yeah, go on. Needs to stop that happening. But I've spent time hanging out with the kids and the grandkids. I was out last week for Father's Day. That was good.
Did you get a card?
I did okay.
You did any money? All right, okay.
No.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But my kids are realistic as well. Don't lie. They got me a mug that said Dublin 17's fifth best dad. Beautiful sentiment. So so I'm not in the high risk group, but I think I am expecting to be. They're expecting me to die. They're asking me. My daughter, who now works with me, was asking about my insurance, and when she heard it, she rubbed her hands together and then rubbed her hands together jokingly, but the initial rubbing was actually genuine. So, find a new suit. I tried lying down. It's coming. But this didn't get me. It's like the Queen. The COVID didn't get the Queen either. She's never going to die. I'm looking forward to her unobtainium jubilee. But she won't die ever. This didn't kill her. Nothing will. But I'm looking forward to getting back to comedy. The slightly less populated comedy landscape, but maybe not a bad thing.
Yeah.
There we go. Jerry, is that your set, is it?
Yeah. Was that a set? Yeah. Okay.
There we go. Gary Lynch, everyone.
Woo!
It's my first time working this on the phone, so here we go. Removed from. Oh, there I am. Hey, it's right here. Just to let you know, guys watching at home, you can comment. You can let us know what you think. So you can send a few messages down there. Don't be afraid. Okay, let's see. Let's go back to the guys. I think I got rid of Gary by accident. I'm sorry. I'll bring him back. I'll send him a message. Sorry, Gary, I logged you out. Can you come back?
Just took what you want from him and kicked him out.
I bet you wouldn't get that, Graham Norton. Just going, thanks for the performance now. Fuck off. Yeah, I think he's back.
That's what we're all in for. Is that it?
Yeah. All right. This is very unprofessional of me. All right. Here we go. Okay, so let's move. Okay, he'll come back. So let's move on now to Nai. Am I saying that right? I'm saying it so quick so I don't get it wrong.
Sorry. I mean, it's fine. It's the bad internet, you know.
Yeah. That's it. Here you go. Gary's back. Let's say it's the bad internet. That I'm very dyslexic. Sorry, Gary. I got rid of you.
So this is what it's like to be cancelled, huh?
Yeah. Sorry for that.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I just was like, oh, thanks. Gone. Anyway, so how have you been, man? How's your lockdown?
I guess it's all right at the moment. I'm just focusing on my masters, and also just my crying at the moment.
How's your crying been? Has it been good?
It's been, it's been very productive. Bit of a plumbing problem, with the crying. Also, just getting used to living in a studio flat all by myself.
Yeah, that would cause a lot of crying.
Definitely, yeah.
And so you said you were studying. What's your subject of choice?
So I'm doing my master's in international history at Trinity. So I'm already finished with a course basically. So I'm just focusing on my thesis at the moment.
Right. So that's like a big book on all your knowledge, isn't it? And opinions.
Yeah, just like my opinion on a very niche area of the subject. And it's something that people will never read for a very long time.
Yeah, because it is I struggle to read books in general. Do you have an audio book? Is it on Audible?
I might make one. If you request it, so I'll probably make some once I finish it.
Yeah, finish it and then record it and then advertise it. Have you seen those Audible ads on YouTube? They're like, download a free Audible book or not.
Oh yeah. Definitely one of those. Yeah.
That could be you. That could be you.
That could be me. Yeah, definitely. My sweet, soothing voice.
Yeah. I feel like I'm giving everybody ideas to go off and make more money.
Dragon's Den.
Dragon's Den, yeah.
The Dragon's Den.
Yeah, I see you've been posting a lot on the old Insta.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to keep myself active, so.
I know it's tough at the moment as a comedian, Yeah,
we're very precious creature comedians. We're always seeking for attention.
Exactly, yeah. So now we can't hit the stage. We have to make memes and other.
Yeah, and witty tweets.
Yeah, on the Facebook fans page for The Simpsons. Yeah. So, are you ready to hit the stage and wow the audience?
Oh, sure. Yeah, why not? Yeah, why?
Yeah, sure, why not? All right, guys. Everybody, I know I didn't do this for Gary. You kind of went off on one. But anyway, everybody put your hands together. Big clap. If you're at home, clap as well so you'll feel a part of it. 4. I'm not going to say his name right.
Yeah.
4. Niall.
Woo!
Right, how are you guys doing? First of all, I would like to congratulate our hostess tonight, Jack, for mispronouncing my name.
I'm sorry.
It happens all the time. It's just a bad internet. So yeah, my name correctly pronounced is Nghia. Nghia, Nghia. So just for future. Yes. Yeah. Anyway, so if you guys don't know me, I'm originally from Vietnam, also known as Healthy China. And so the lockdown's been interesting so far. Particularly what's been happening in the world in the last couple of weeks or so. With the whole protests. Racism is bad, and also the whole idea of defunding the police. And the thing is, I agreed with the position of defunding the police. Speaking from personal experience, right? So I'll tell you this. I'll tell you why we should defund the police from my own view. So anyway, so between the years of 2014 and 2018 BC, before Corona, I was living in Scotland, and during those time, I was working as a Vietnamese interpreter for the Scottish police. So basically, my job involved translating Vietnamese to English and vice versa. So you can imagine, right? If there was like a crime scene involving Vietnamese witnesses, suspects, or victims, I'll be there. In a way, you can think of me as like the Vietnamese Batman. By night, I fight crimes with my language skills, and by day, I live off my parents' money. And it was an interesting job. I learned a lot. But the fact that I got paid, really well paid, made it a bit morally ambiguous. You can imagine, right, in a particular month, if I was short on cash, then I'll be hoping for bad things to happen to other people. In this case, I was targeting a very specific racial minority. I was hoping for bad things to happen to other Vietnamese people. So you can imagine, one night I'll be sleeping and I'll be dreaming, oh, God, I wish someone get murdered tonight. And I hope it leaves. And sometimes I was so desperate, I might have one to commit the crime myself. I might have one to mug an old Vietnamese woman. And I will have to turn up to work and blow my cover. No, you can imagine at the police station in the interrogation room between the Scottish police officer, the old Vietnamese lady, and me, I'll be the most powerful person in the room. So you can imagine the situation going down like this. The Scottish police officer asking the old lady a question. Would you please describe the perpetrator? And then the old lady will give me a look of suspicion, and then face the police officer, and then translate, and then say in Vietnamese, well, he looked like and sounded suspiciously like the interpreter here. And that's when I also face the police officer and then translate her words as, he was Nigerian. Ladies and gentlemen, and that's why we should defund the police. Thank you.
That was great. Yeah, we should do it. No, I don't think we should defund them. Have you ever played the game Fallout?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really like, yeah. So let's move on to Betsy. Betsy, how are you? How's your lockdown, Venus? Besides getting drunk.
Well, as Mia has mentioned, well, I'm American and my country's kind of on fire at the moment, so I'm quite glad to be over here while that's going down. So
Betsy, it's been on fire for years. Don't
True. Yeah. No, you're right. Actually, my boyfriend and I, we recently moved during lockdown, and it's a great time to move because prices are really cheap, and landlords aren't like raping everybody now. Am I allowed to say that? I don't know.
Yeah. Past 9.
But
Past watershed.
yeah, but I think it's been great because since my boyfriend and I, we were like working from home. But in our previous place, we had housemates, and so if we would like try to have sex during the day, it was kind of like a quiet place. You gotta be like extremely quiet, and then as soon as there's any creak, it's like you stop and like, what's that? And then you like lose your momentum. And but now we can just go at it. It's great. Hope everyone.
While your housemates at work, is it?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, like, cause my housemates were working from home as well. So.
All right. I think have a job, so.
I think Seamus is watching this, and Seamus is friends with my boyfriend, so maybe that was TMI. Sorry,
I know. I see Seamus is coming in here saying stuff like big claps. Seamus had a R.I.E. Gary Beard.
I actually feel weird like saying this in front of Gary because Gary, as I've told you before, I've kind of like placed you in my mind as like the Irish grandfather I never had because. I never knew my grandfather, and I feel like he would be a lot like you. Like he had like a generic white dude name, and he just be kind of grumpy and.
Yeah. I'm not too sure if you.
Yeah, that's pushing all right. Yeah. And Seamus, the beard's up way back. It'll be another week or two.
Yeah, he's very wise. He's like the Irish Yoda.
Like the Irish Yoda.
So, Betsy, you were saying to me you were going to So You Think You're Funny in October?
Yes, October 25th.
Nice.
If they still think I'm funny.
I think it's very English, that the name of that show. So you think you're funny? Like if you say that. Now what? You think you're funny, mate? Thanks, Joe. Yeah, I'm going as well. Hopefully in October. Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Oh,
But I
nice.
knew funny people who were naturally funny. I won't win, but I'm still gonna show my face.
I mean, maybe they'll like me because everyone keeps saying that the Brits are like the Americans of Europe. So
Yeah.
yeah.
If you say, "Oh, I live in Ireland," that could, they love us.
Go against. Oh, they do. I don't.
Yeah, they love hardworking Irish people.
They love you guys so much they didn't want to leave for 800 years.
They stayed for a long time. They think we work hard. They have all these ideas that we work hard, and all our pubs have bicycles hanging up on the roof, and they're all dirty.
Actually, one time when I was in England, there was this homeless guy, and he came and asked my friend and I for money, and we didn't give him any money, and then he walked away, and he was calling us bitches under his breath. And I turned to my friend, and I was like, I can't believe that guy is being so rude. And he heard my accent, and he turned around and was like, oh, go back to where you're from. And it's so weird, because as an American, I've never had anyone say that. It's usually like, I never say it to other people. No, but like, people I know, like my parents would say that to other people.
Yeah, and now you know how it feels.
Now I know how it feels. It was quite confusing. But also, if you look at my ancestry, I'm very British. So I'm like,
I'm home.
I'm home. Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
When you said a homeless man came up to you, I was like, are you sure that this was? You sure you were in England?
What?
Sure you weren't in Dublin?
Oh no, actually, homeless people leave me alone in Dublin. They're so polite.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they leave you alone when you're like, no, I don't have any change. They're like, all right.
Dublin has the most polite homeless people in the world, I think. So, cheers to that.
Glad we have that.
Be proud. Yeah, be proud of your polite homeless people.
Yeah, we're very nice Irish, Well, we're told we're nice. Well, we're nice to your face. And then we're condescending. We judge you as you're walking away.
Yeah, you guys are passive-aggressive little bitches, aren't you? That's sorry.
We love gossip. We love talking behind people's back. We've got a statue of two women bitching outside Arnott's. Like, that's right beside the halfpenny.
That's what we were doing, Gary, when you left. We were talking shit about you. We just pretended it was a connection issues.
Yeah, I was like, oh, he's gone.
I don't know why I'm always going after Gary. Yeah. I'm so sorry. Every time I see Gary, I'm just like, I just gotta go after him. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. It's just racist. Okay. Yeah. So, Betsy, are you ready to hit the stage and give the world your minute, your Irish minute?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay, let me set you up. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage. It is Betsy Speer, everyone.
Woo! Hey, guys. So, as we all know, due to the lockdown, we haven't been hearing much from the world of sports. Like the usual scandals that flood sports news, like before COVID, have died down since most sports are on hiatus. But there's one sport that's been trending in popularity because of COVID, which is the Jellies marble runs. I don't know if you guys have heard of these, but it's these marble races hosted by this guy named Jelly Baker, and marbles are organized by colors, and they're placed against each other in elaborate tracks to see which teams can reach the finish lines first. So before COVID, the only people who watched these marble runs were social recluses, like homeschooled kids, or future serial killers, or metrosexual Mayo comedians. Jack. Yeah, social recluses, like I said. But now, since this is the only sport that's available to watch, the marble runs have gained way more attention. But with that attention, more scandals in these games have come to light. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but racism seems to be a huge problem amongst the marble players. I mean, who would have known that dividing the marbles by colors would be racism, right? Like, the red marbles, they're constantly harassing the pink marbles because they're saying, like, oh, you're a weaker color than us. And they call these pink marbles really bad slurs like pinky stinkies, which is, off the stereotype that all pink marbles are dirty. And And look, you guys, I don't like these stereotypes. I think they're horrible. I don't agree with that. Like, some of my neighbors are pink marbles, and they're some of the cleanest marbles that I know. And like other racism that's going on, blue marbles and yellow marbles are ganging up against the green marbles due to their mixed color status. It's really bad. Silver marbles are being denied from participating in certain events. It's become a huge civil rights issue. And look, racism is not the only problem. There's tons of sexism as well. Like, female marbles are discriminated against because some people say they can't roll as fast as the male marbles due to their feminine curves, while others are saying, what the fuck are you talking about? Marbles don't have genders, you morons. Which is exactly no, don't laugh. That's exactly the PC garbage that the liberal media wants you to believe. And of course, with sexism comes sexual harassment, unfortunately. I mean, none of us comedians know about that, right?
No.
So reports have been made that Jelly has been touching the other players' jellies, if you know what I mean. He makes marbles. He takes the marbles, he makes them roll around privately in front of him without any clothes on, like some sort of sick bastard. He has all the power over these marbles. He has them right in his pocket. Literally, they almost never leave his pocket. And he's gotten this, Jelly has gotten so crazy with power. His friends have said that he's lost most of his marbles to other sports due to this abuse. So it's just, be wary, guys. Be wary. That's all I got to say.
Woo! Let me just fix this. There we go. Betsy Speer, everyone. Oh, I think we've lost Gary again.
Oh no.
Lost Gary.
Oh.
I wasn't me this time, I swear. Let's look at these comments. We've got a Mr. Jack Corrigan. I swear he's been on the show once or twice. He said, when I say love from Galway, I mean myself, as I am in Galway. Thanks, Jack. Big shout out to you there. I'll take the compliment. Metrosexual Mayo comedian, thank you. Yeah, thanks. That was a nice nod. Yeah,
Very hip.
You're welcome. Yeah,
very hip. I'm not gonna I didn't choose this life. This is the way I was just born. So yeah. Hope everyone had a nice Pride as well.
Yeah,
at work. So let's move on to our last contestant of the show, Rob, my man.
What's up?
How are you?
I'm all right. Yeah, I'm alive. I'm breathing.
You are alive.
Feeling good. Yeah.
You survived the plague?
Yeah, just about. Ordered some Guinness there to the gaff from the pub, and pissing like a diabetic now. But I think I'll hold it for the next few months.
I'd hold it. I mean, we could wait.
Yeah. Wait, no. Can I go to the bathroom real quick?
Do you want to go really quick?
Okay.
All right, go, Rob, go. There we go. Good man.
Thank you.
Nice.
Comedy, comedy.
That's the best thing about live streaming.
Literally live streaming.
We do that on stage.
Yeah.
We do that on stage. It's so disrespectful for the other comedians. Here, we're like, you do you, my friend.
But if I were to do that, you guys would think that's gross.
I'd actually think it'd be great.
Some people could think the opposite. Some people could be into that, Betsy.
It'd be weird either way.
Yeah, R. Kelly.
The remix to Ignition.
Yeah, no, but what have you been up to during lockdown, Rob?
Fuck all actually. Fuck all. I went to one of those Black Lives Matter protests actually, and I was about to wear. It was good, but I was about to wear this T-shirt, but I had to change it, and thankfully I did. I wouldn't have looked good,
especially as a white male.
Yeah. Would not have gone well. Would not have gone well.
And especially being from Dublin, like you and your Dublin privilege, the cultures would be like,
Dublin privilege, yeah.
Fool you, take it out.
I know, it was good though.
Yeah. Well, everybody was complaining about the protest, and then, as I said in my monologue, a week later they're all, Oh, look what's on the table.
Yeah, it was funny. Like everyone was wearing a mask apart from the guards, and then there was like one chant, and it was like all bottoms, all tops, everybody hates cops, and there was just one guard that's standing there in the corner, like, oh for fuck's sake, I'm in the wrong place.
She just put on a mask.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, fuck them.
Fuck the Gardaí. Do you remember that rap that came out? I was in school and I was like, fuck the Gardaí. Great tune. It's on YouTube. Look
Yeah,
that
yeah.
up.
What's it called? Fuck the Gardaí.
Just fuck the Gardaí. And it's like all these, like, in the gaff, get caught by a cop. Yeah, it's a masterpiece, definitely. That was going around school when we didn't have iPhones. We were just Bluetoothing.
Oh, yeah. Mixtapes and all.
So, yeah, Rob, how long have you been doing the old stand-up?
Since January, actually, yeah. I was in a wheelchair till then.
Fair enough.
No.
How's the recovery?
Yeah. I've only done 8 so far, but wasn't to get back to it.
Man. You've got the charm, you've got the charisma
thanks.
of a man who,
Thanks.
you know. I'd be worried if you were just like,
Nah, that'll be all the cocaine I did earlier.
Just for this gig.
Yeah, just for this.
Ma'am, I'm going to be on the internet.
I'm not watching porn.
No, I'm talking to my friends.
Yeah.
All right, Rob, are you ready to hit the stage? Wow.
Yeah. I'm ready.
All right, righto. So, ladies and gentlemen, last act of the night. Put it together for Rob Nother.
Woo!
Right.
Woo!
Thank you. So I'm heading back to work on Friday, which I'm pretty nervous about. I'm a waiter at a seafood restaurant. And now the reason I'm nervous is because last time I was working just before the lockdown, I had a weird interaction with one of the customers. He called me over and he must have thought I was trying to trick him or pull a fast one over him because he was like, "Hey, what's the catch?" And I was like, "There's no catch, but we do add a 12% service charge to parties over 6. But he just looked a bit more confused after I said that to him. But you know, to be honest, most of the time I think I do quite a good job. I mean, nearly half the people who order steak tell me how well I'm doing. They're like, "Hey, I'll have the steak. Well done." And that's before I even bring them anything. I'm actually so good at my job that my boss has threatened to fire me if I don't share my tricks and secrets as to how to be a good waiter. She came up to me one day and she was like, "Rob, you have to share your tips. Everybody else shares their tips. I share my tips. Jakob shares his tips. Why aren't you sharing your tips?" And I was like, okay. You want my number 1 tip for waiting? It's patience. Scene. Yeah. That's scene. Yeah, scene. That's it.
Okay, Rob Nother, everyone. Woo! That is the end of Rascal Comedy. So I'm just going to throw this link up here. Right, guys. So this is a free gig. But if you'd like to throw some money in the bucket, because most gigs do, here's a link. You can click that link, and it's a nice scheme. So instead of donating and being a poor, starving artist, you can buy Rascal Comedy lovely coffee. So there we go. That's the link there for you. Guys, thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jack.
I'd love to do Rascal Comedy live. So I'll get you all on one stage when it's when COVID is gone, when they find a vaccine, hopefully. But give yourselves a round of applause.
We're all so funny, yay!
Right, shall we say goodbye to the audience?
Yeah.
All right, audience, we'll do a Derek Mooney on it.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, everybody.